Hi guys, this is a redirect to my reaction to Boruto, Naruto, Next Generations, episodes 88, 89 and 90. So just a huge disclaimer again, like I explained in the reaction as well, at the start of the reaction. I'll only do Boruto reactions once every month. Reason is mainly because of time constraints. I don't have that much time to react to anime in general, so I have to like prioritize what my reaction should be, which is why I react to One Piece and Avatar slash Legend of Korra now, way more than Boruto, because they get a lot more demand from my subscribers who are mainly One Piece fans. So also I just prefer One Piece and Avatar, so don't get the wrong idea, I still like Boruto. In fact, these episodes that I just reacted to now were actually really good. It's just I need to get my assignments done. My education comes first above anything, so that's why. And also because I do have to do the trial reactions on Patreon, which takes up even more time, but I do need to get those Patreon reactions done because people are actually paying for me to actually make those trial reactions, so they are more of a priority than Boruto reactions. So I don't care if I'm behind on Boruto, so don't give me that excuse, please. I really don't care. I'll go at it in my own pace. Please try to understand. I know some of you guys are very angry with me, but it's my channel, so I make the decision as to what animes I react to and how frequently I react to them. So it's not like I'm completely removing and dropping Boruto reactions. I'm not dropping it because I do actually enjoy it, at least most of the time, but like it's not like the best thing ever. And also, as I said, I don't have the time. I need to get my assignments done and I have deadlines coming up, so I'm quite stressed, to be honest. To be very honest with you, I'm quite stressed when it comes to my assignments. I have so much to do and there's so little time. So yeah, education is top priority for me. Anyway, let's get on to what these episodes were about. So some great episodes. So it's continuing the whole Akuta fabrications arc. So the initial idea, Lord Ohnoki, he wanted to create these fabrications, those people, the people fabrications, to protect the people of the Earth Village. So that was the initial plan, but unfortunately the people that he created are now going against Ohnoki's plan because they are seeing themselves deteriorate, and because they are seeing themselves deteriorate, they really do not want to die. So they are putting their survival above anyone else's interest, meaning they are going to think for themselves rather than protecting the people of the Earth Village. So they actually want to use the people of the Earth Village's hearts, human hearts, so that they can take away their human hearts, so that they can live longer. So it's just based on a bunch of selfish desires now, unfortunately. Their goal, the whole idea was to like make sure these people protected the citizens as opposed to killing them so that they can get their hearts. So Ohnoki obviously hugely disapproved of this plan, this barbaric plan to take away human hearts, even if it meant their survival. Obviously he didn't want them to die, but he didn't want the humans, the people of his village, to die. So that's where all this conflict is going on. So Lord Ku, he actually punched Ohnoki in the stomach, and I was so angry when he did that. You do not punch a frail old man. Like, how dare you punch your master, man? He is the one who created you in the first place. He's the one who gave you life, you know. So I was really angry with the fabrication people. It's just like they were supposed to be the protectors, and obviously I was against the whole plan anyway because I knew they were going to rebel against Ohnoki. against the humans. But obviously Ohnoki was very naive about this. He actually thought that they'd listen to him and that the Akita would listen to him on protecting the people, but actually they did the complete opposite to that. They became impulsive, they became emotionless, heartless. So yeah, so the first few fights we saw was Team InoShikaCho against, I think his name is Kokuyou, the one with the long dark hair. God man, he was so damn strong. He is very strong, very very strong. So it was a huge struggle for Team InoShikaCho to get him down, and sadly we saw the death of AKKUN, who was Inojin's pet. So what happened was that they were, Team InoShikaCho, they were struggling to fight him because Shikadai was having trouble trying to create shadows to use his Shadow Paralysis jutsu against him. So basically Kokuyou was very smart. He knew that Shikadai needed light to create his shadows. So yeah, that was really bad. But then Inojin had a backup plan, but he was not confident in that backup plan. Thankfully, Shikadai is a very smart guy as well. He's very strategic, and also thankfully Chocho is very very strong, so she can easily like break a fabrication apart. It only takes like 1 or 2 punches. So gladly she actually managed to break Kokuyou into two, like twice, so that he can finally crack up and, you know, die basically. But she was only able to do that after AKKUN got involved. But before that, Inojin had that backup plan of like using his mind transfer jutsu. So Shikadai actually ordered him to use it against Kokuyou, and it proved the fact that Kokuyou already had a heart, because apparently the mind transfer jutsu can only work on people with hearts. I don't know if he meant that literally or metaphorically, but like he was arguing how the fabrications don't have hearts. So I'm a little bit confused about that, because their whole goal, their whole conflict was all about getting the human hearts. I guess he meant it metaphorically, that you have emotions and stuff. I don't know. I swear it's the soul that they take over with the mind transfer jutsu. You literally take over someone's, I don't know, I'm so confused. But unfortunately, Kokuyou actually broke through that mind transfer jutsu, and then AKKUN came. So AKKUN was actually looking for Inojin, and sadly, well, it was a good thing. Like he was sacrificing himself just so that Team InoShikaCho can be saved, and if it wasn't for him, they'd have trouble. So I'm glad that AKKUN came in to cover the Kokuyou's eyes, and that's when Chocho came in with a huge hit. So that's how Kokuyou died. But unfortunately, Kokuyou punched AKKUN, and he cracked up. It was really sad, and Inojin was crying over AKKUN's AKKUN's broken pieces. So it was really sad. He was a very good pet. A pet that was like a real pet, really, like, because you know, pets, I don't have a pet, so I can't relate, but I can imagine, like, you know, pets can be a person's best friend. So yeah, it was kind of sad. And also there was the fight against Kirara, who is one of the other fabrications, and Boruto and Sarada. Oh my god, she was an absolute psycho. She was a proper sadist. Like she really wanted Boruto and Sarada to fight against each other and to like make them chop their limbs off and stuff. And like she really wanted to watch that. She was like really enjoying using them as dolls, using them as puppets. So her ability was actually really really interesting. Like she was using genjutsus to control the people, to control Boruto and Sarada. And oh man, it was so like, it was really like disturbing watching Boruto and Sarada fight against each other with swords, because they could really injure each other, they could really kill each other, I mean. So that was a danger. Someone needed to stop her genjutsu. So thankfully Sarada does have the Sharingan, and she actually used the reflection of Boruto's sword to actually use her own genjutsu on herself. I think that was the idea. And then she released the genjutsu on Boruto. So basically Sarada saved themselves from killing each other. And it was also a good thing that Kirara was distracted. So because she had to go somewhere and to like save the others. Meanwhile, Lord Ku, he really wanted a human heart, and the Nutty Professor was like lining up a lot of people, a lot of hostages, a lot of people from the Earth Village to get their human hearts. So he was still processing that whole thing. He was still preparing that for Lord Ku and the other fabrication people. Meanwhile, Lord Ohnoki was he was just recovering in a room and trapped in his own room. So he couldn't even get out of his own room because of the actor that's outside his room. And oh my god, Mitsuki. Mitsuki is now in Team 7. I am so glad that he didn't completely like fall off the track. Like I thought for a second, are you seriously going to allow these people to kill humans just so that they can take their human hearts? Are you really going to be for this? Like, and then when I saw the human heart that Mitsuki was giving to Lord Ku, I was like, that does not look like a real heart. That looks like a fake heart. That looks like a clay heart. And it was like a snake heart. It was like a, well, not a snake heart, but like it was made out of snakes. So I'm so glad Mitsuki suddenly betrayed Lord Ku and the fabrication people. That was such an epic moment. So yeah, I'm so glad Mitsuki betrayed them, and then he fought against Sekie, and Sekie was really mad at him because Sekie and Mitsuki, they were like really good friends. Um, so yeah, so Mitsuki was like trying to reason with them, saying that it's just wrong to do this, like you guys went too far, and we were friends. Like he didn't want to fight against Sekie, but then Sekie started threatening to kill Boruto, so Mitsuki kind of had to like fight against him, and then he used lightning against his earth style, and lightning can actually nullify earth style abilities. I kind of forgot about that, but I did catch that on before you mentioned it. So yeah, and Sekie, he did crack up. But in the end, like he understood Mitsuki and why he went against him. He still fought with him as a friend in the end. So he was still sad. He was actually a nice guy. It's just sad that he was a fabrication. So yeah, we lost AKKUN and we lost Sekie. Any other fabrication people, the only one who's left is Lord Ku. Lord Ku is a very messed up person now. He actually used the Nutty Professor's human heart because he was cracking up himself, so he really wanted to survive, and he'd go out and he'd do anything to survive, it seems. So he used the Nutty Professor's human heart. So yeah, he's still alive. He's got that guy's heart now, so he's actually like alive. But then again, it's like the actual heart is like outside his body though, so kinda. So I don't know what they're gonna do, but they have to fight against him because he's an absolute threat to the Earth Village. But I'm so glad that the hostages that were kept are now freed by Konohama and Mitsuki. So good job on them. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I'm sorry that this is long, but they were really good episodes actually. So yeah, what did you think of these episodes? Let me know and stay tuned for more.